Yo, 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 and welcome in to the NBA Winners Today podcast, joined by the crazy old broken down Neanderthal. We are ready to talk some NBA playoffs, coming off a 2-0 play-in games on Friday. Had Orlando plus 3.5, and had Phoenix minus 3.5. They came through, but that was then. Let's get into now, Paul. So this is the official playoffs now. Game 2 for most of the series. First up, game 1, we got the Toronto Raptors at Cleveland. Cleveland took care of business in game 1. Cleveland covered the spread, and now the spread has gone up, I think, half a point. Maybe a point in some books. And the second game we're going to look at here is, as I bring up my phone, is Atlanta, New York. Same situation. Game 2, Atlanta won the first one and covered, or not Atlanta, New York covered. And Atlanta almost backdoor covered, but New York pulled away in the fourth quarter and covered the 5.5 point spread. And the last game we got today is Minnesota visiting Denver. Denver won game 1 and covered the spread as a favorite. All three favorites today covered their game 1 spreads.
Sweet.
So, I mean, a lot of chalk is coming through because it's just a lot of mismatches in the first round of these NBA playoffs. It's just very top-heavy. The top 4 or 5 seeds in each conference are just so much better than the lower seeds. You know, the tanking and all that doesn't help. But, there's, they're saying Anthony Edwards was banged up in game 1, and they're saying, he's banged up in game 2. I've noticed the spread has gone up. So maybe there's a chance he misses the game. I doubt it. I mean, franchise player, it's the playoffs. You're already down 0-1. Like, it's, you lose this, you got to win 4 of the next 5. Which isn't impossible, but it's not something you plan to do. But let's get into the first game. Toronto Raptors at Cleveland. I mean, this is a 4-5 seeding matchup, and the spread is really, really big. Obviously, Cleveland took care of business. Toronto was 3-0 in the regular season against Cleveland. Yeah. And I mean, there was a lot of love what I saw on the internet and on YouTube for the Raptors in game 1. And obviously they didn't come through. But I think game 2, the situation changes. Definitely the motivation changes. Same situation as everyone else that lost game 1. You got to come back and put in a really good effort on the road here. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at 0-2. I think Toronto, I'm not sure if they can win this game outright, but definitely I'm taking the +9 in this matchup. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly has been banged up for the Raptors, their point guard, and I look for him to have a better game than he did in game 1. I look for him to be more effective. I mean, I think he's still a little banged up, but I think he can play a lot better. And Scotty Barnes, the franchise guy, Brandon Ingram can play better as well. And I mean, there's a stat that I didn't know about. Donovan Mitchell, he's their star player for Cleveland. Yeah. He has scored 30 points in 9 straight series openers. So, like, game 1s. So, 9 straight series that he's played, he's put up 30. So, he did it again in game 1. That's 9 straight series. I mean, it's pretty impressive, but, I mean, it's kind of an obscure stat. It's not something you really think about. But, so I'm hoping Donovan maybe lays off a little bit, maybe only puts up mid-20s in this game. And Toronto I think they're a better team than they showed in game 1, Paul. Yeah. I mean,
how many times have we've seen that in a lot of different sports where you've got one team that in the regular season just dominates another one, but when you come to the playoffs, it's like instant role reversal. It's like it's a switch. But then again, in the playoffs, you have a lot more to play for. Regular season, if you lose a few games, it isn't really that big of a deal. But if in the playoffs, you lose, you kind of go home.
Go home. That's exactly it. But I'm looking at it from a perspective of, I think Cleveland played one of their best games, and I think Toronto came out with like a C minus D plus type game. So I think Toronto's going to show up here.
The waters. Toronto.
Yeah, I think they're
testing the waters.
I don't know if they were testing the waters, but I mean, their core hasn't really been to the playoffs together. I think Scotty Barnes has been to the playoffs before, but this group with Ingram, with Quickly, they're kind of the first time there. Cleveland has a lot more experience in the playoffs. You got James Harden. He's been in the league for 17 years. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell, 10 plus years, been in the playoffs many times. So, I mean, the experience factor definitely goes to Cleveland, but I think here you got to take the +9 with Toronto. Will I be surprised if they win straight up? No, I don't think that would be a shocker. They are the 5th seed against a 4th seed, but I think it's a lot of bias against the Raptors just because, they're a team located in Canada. Most of the people that bet on NBA basketball, live in America, and they just look at it as, Raptors, who are they? Because they don't watch Raptors games. Raptors aren't on national television in America, right? So it's just kind of what you see on the highlights or the box scores. So I still think Raptors have some value here just because they're kind of the wicked stepchild that no one really wants to like or talk about, right? But I'm going to roll with the Raptors +9.
Even though the very first NBA game ever played was played in Toronto, but
no one cares about that, Paul. No one cares. Like who? It was invented by a Canadian too, as well. But I don't think anyone gives a shit, right? I mean, it's not about the history. It's just more about now, right? And Raptors. They're just a team from Canada getting 9 points. They're going to lose by double digits. Like, what are we talking about here? Not so fast.
They've already won the big trophy in the NBA, so you can't.
But that was with a different core, Paul. That was with Kawhi Leonard, an NBA Hall of Famer. It was with Fred VanVleet. It was with Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby. All those guys are all gone. So it's just a different story, but I still like them to cover this spread +9. And I might sprinkle first half money line. I think they can be leading after halftime because I expect them to be pretty competitive in this game. Obviously taking the 9 here, so first half money line might be worth a little small sprinkle, maybe like 0.25 of a unit, small pizza money on that one. That's what I'm thinking. And we'll move on to game 2 here on April 20th, 420. It is Atlanta at New York. I don't know, Paul. I mean, I just think it's a bad matchup for Atlanta. For me, I think it's New York or nothing in this game. It's either lay the 6, lay the 6.5. It's just tough because Atlanta, kind of similar to the Raptors, they're a new nucleus, first time in the playoffs. Jalen Johnson's first time as being the top dog in Atlanta. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the Canadian, he's played really well this year, but I mean, this is his first time being a starter. A little different responsibility, and I just think New York is so pumped up. That crowd, when that Oregon starts going in Madison Square Garden, there's nothing like it.
No, definitely.
I mean, I get chills sometimes listening to the Oregon guy play the music there. But I think New York is just motivated. Maybe Atlanta needs to go home and get a little home cooking to get them going. But I don't know what it is, Paul. I watched game 1, all of it, and Atlanta was sticking around, but they could never take the lead and really do much with it. They did early on, but not like in the second half. And then the fourth quarter was just an avalanche. Cat could not miss. Jalen Brunson had like 40 points, and it was just kind of a mismatch, I thought. But so I'm going to lay off the game. No bet on that game, but if I were to give a piece of advice, it would definitely be New York or pass. But so that's the 2 cents I got for game 2.
you probably are going to keep an eye on it and say, maybe
I'm
you
always
see
keeping an eye on it, Paul.
yeah. So
I'm I'm glued
it
to my
might be like
TV.
it might be like the second half or like the third quarter or fourth quarter. You might put like some
Yeah,
small bets
but
on
for the
those
show,
because yeah,
we're
like
talking for the show
for the old
purposes. Yeah, for the
yeah
show, we have no play. Personally, I might have something live, or I might have like a over under on points or whatever, right? But for the show
yeah
purposes, we're just going to keep it as a no play, lean to New York. And then we're going to move on to the third game we have today. It is Minnesota, as we talked about, maybe shorthanded without Anthony Edwards. Spread now is 7.5 in some spots, but if Edwards out, I could see this going to 10. So definitely it's Minnesota or nothing for me here, with or without Edwards. Right now I can get 7.5, but I'm going to wait to see if Ant-Man is playing or not. But I'm 90% sure the guy plays today.
He might have limited minutes, but he probably more
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. He was kind of limited in game one, and he was in pretty good spirits after they lost. He was laughing and joking after the game, so I don't think he's too deterred. I think he's going to come out, and I think Denver just needs a couple of guys to have a little shooting slumps today, and Gobert can maybe neutralize the Joker a little bit. Jokic is going to put up his numbers, probably a triple-double, but it's like if you can hold him to like maybe a 20, 10, and 10 triple-double, that would be awesome. And
yeah.
And I wouldn't be shocked if Minnesota wins this game. They've played them well in years past in the playoffs. They've knocked them out. 2 years ago, they knocked them out. So they do match up well. I think if you can get 9.5, 10 points with no Edwards, do it. And if Edwards is playing, take the 7.5, 7. Either way, this is Minnesota. This is their game. And I think it's going to be a good, close game. I think the first game, Raptors and Cleveland, will be a nice, close game to the end. And I expect Denver and Minnesota to be a nice, close game to the end. And for the Knicks and Atlanta, I can see New York maybe a double-digit lead and taking it just with that massive home court advantage, Paul. So, those are the three games we have today. I believe there is 3 games on the schedule tomorrow as well, so we'll have lots of games to choose from, and we would love it if people would consider hitting that thumbs up, like button, subscribe. We're going to be here all playoffs. We're giving you picks, analysis, all for free, and all we're asking is just a quick click of that like button, subscribe, boom, done. That was it.
Sweet.
And that's it. And we're just going to keep putting out winners. I wouldn't be on the internet here, Paul, putting out a show if I thought I was going to give out losers. And I just think I'm out here trying to put out winners for people. And if you guys want to win along with us, I think it's great. Join the gang, and let's all win together. If not, if you want to use the picks to fade, hey, go ahead. Yeah. Maybe you can win money that way too. But either way, we love that you guys were here, and we're going to get you guys on the flip side on NBA Winners Today. Thanks for watching.
Hey, people. Peace out.